pumunta ka nga dun, Celine.
Hello, everyone. So good
Hello,
to be here with
hello,
you
and
today.
welcome to our JOTA-JOTI Live Episode 5. It's Celeste here all the way from the Philippines and passing it now on to my co-host, Janine.
Thank you, Celeste. Hello, everyone. So excited to be here. So good to be here with you again today. I'm Janine from Bosnia and Herzegovina. How is everyone doing today? All right, we are so happy to be your hosts for this live show as well. And we really hope that you have been enjoying this JOTA-JOTI as much as we have. We have a lot in store for you today, especially meeting quite a lot of special scouts.
Exactly. So, how about we recap some of the highlights around our fantastic campsite? Well, a couple of hours ago, the Boy Scouts of the Philippines had their virtual campfire. That's my NSO. Shout out to all of you. And I heard it was full of beautiful tunes around that campfire, isn't it?
Yes, so those international campfires really bring the scouting spirit onto our screens. Also, a couple of hours ago in the celebration arena, we had an SDG celebration together. All right, we are now going to move on with our talent shows. Okay, so we open. Okay. Next in our show, you're going to love this special guest. We're going to speak to Sacha Dench, who has dedicated her life to conservation. And here's a video of her work so you get as excited as we are because her expeditions are record-breaking.
At least 4 people are missing, and fire officers have been here again today.
Our planet is in trouble. Like many around the world, I've experienced the extremes of the climate crisis that has devastated lives. In 2020, we lost our family home in the Australian bushfires.
The cost of inaction is far higher than the cost of action.
The world is waking up, and change is coming.
I'm Sacha Dench. I'm an award-winning conservationist.
Such an impressive bird. Wow.
Adventurer.
Beautiful.
And UN ambassador. Now, science tells us we have just 10 years to turn things around for the planet, to prevent irreversible damage. Now, over the last decades, we've kept on missing our targets. But that is about to change. I'm determined to use this decade to help us all meet the UN's last chance environmental goals. And that's why we're planning 5 bold expeditions over the next decade. Each journey will explore our world through the eyes of some of the most threatened animals on the planet. Next year, I'll be flying 10,000 kilometres from Scotland to Ghana in West Africa in a paramotor, following the ospreys on their annual migration across Europe and Africa, across seas, mountains, deserts and forest. En route, the team and I will capture data and conduct research in every country along the flyway, focusing on climate and biodiversity. On the ground, we'll identify problems and work with local partners to find the people and the solutions that are turning things around. This is a journey to connect the media, scientists, industry and communities so that together we can motivate a wave of action that will spread around the world. And we know it works.
Something as mad as flying on a hanky with a phone on your back is kind of working.
Our last record-breaking expedition won multiple awards and reached a global audience of millions. And it continues to inspire a wave of local action on the ground. And this time round, we are hoping, with your help, to break 5 more world records. We're also creating a platform to influence and inform global leaders in Glasgow at the Climate Change Conference. Launching from Scotland and ending in West Africa as their meeting begins, our expedition will rally broad public support for bold ambition as they sit down to decide the future of our planet. Our future. So join us, our patrons and supporters, for our 2030 Global Challenge, the planet's greatest mission. We can't do this without you.
Hello, Miss Sasha.
Hello. Hello.
That was a very lovely video. You know, the introduction video summarized some of your work to protect the world from climate action, right? Now, you became known as a human swan for one of your previous expeditions. Now, can you explain this, what a paramotor is and why you do these trips?
Yes. So, yeah, basically, I became known as the human swan for an expedition I did flying with migrating swans all the way from the Russian Arctic across 11 countries of Europe to the UK. And a paramotor is basically this machine, which I brought into my living room for you. I wear that on my back, so it's a propeller that you wear on your back, and you hang from the paraglider, as you saw on the video. So yeah, and just for anybody who's watching, if you can write in the chat whether you think hanging from that a few thousand feet in the sky sounds fun or sounds scary. And to be honest, I actually used to also be scared of flying, if any of you have a fear of flight, but I taught myself to get over that because I realized that in flying this machine, I thought I could help a lot of birds. Basically, the amazing thing about it is that you can fly at the same speed, the same altitude as birds, and you can also take off and land pretty much anywhere and speak to people, and that's the key thing to conservation, really. So yeah, and the other great thing is that from the air, you can see the world very clearly. You can see the threats the birds might face, but you can also see a long way. So you can also maybe see a pollution incident, but where it's also come from, what's caused it. So yeah, there was lots of things I could learn. And so yeah, I now do these global journeys, helping some of the most threatened animals on the planet. But one of the main threats I noticed, particularly on the last expedition in the Arctic, was climate change. It affects all the animals in all the countries along the flyway. So yeah, that's why I'm working on the Counter Sin campaign.
That's so interesting. Thank you so much for your answer. Amazing. As well as your conservation work helping to protect migratory birds, you've recently experienced firsthand the extreme effects of climate change, with Australian bushfires burning down your home. Can you please tell us more about this?
I will. So yeah, I mean, I would like anybody who's listening to just quickly think, if you can, of respond in the chat what you would most want to protect from climate change as I tell you this story. So yeah, earlier this year, I found myself with my mum at our family home in the Australian bush, which is an amazing place, surrounded by forest and vast amounts of wildlife. So I grew up with kangaroos and wallabies and wombats, sometimes as pets when they were orphaned, and lots of birds. So lyrebirds, cockatoos, wedge-tailed eagles around the home. It was pretty incredible. And we have had bushfires before. My mum is a member of the Rural Fire Service. But this year we pumped 120,000 litres of water to try and defend the house if we needed to. And then when the fires started coming and we looked online at just how big these were like nothing on the scale of what we'd seen before. I think the front was about 40 kilometers long. And because the fires were sort of connecting with storm clouds, the front was about 11 kilometers high. And we just had to decide and realize that we couldn't fight this with hoses. And we just had to evacuate. So we had to, abandon the home and lost everything. And that is just an example of one of the ways that climate change increases the intensity of all these sort of weather conditions, which animals have to adapt to, but also lots of people. There'll be different issues in different countries. It might be flooding, it might be drought in other countries where we had bushfires. But yeah, that's my personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
Great. You seem so inspiring, Miss Sancha. You know, I really admire you, and so which is why I'd like to know, why have you become a champion supporting the Count Us In campaign? You know, what is it all about, and how can our scouts and their families get involved to it?
Okay, so yes, so on my journeys, I have seen some quite graphic things, and obviously losing my home was quite devastating. However, I have also seen what we can do if lots of people get together and do something small. So small things really can add up. And yeah, climate change is basically the biggest challenge that globally we've ever had to face. And we all need to work together for it, no matter what your kind of beliefs, your politics, where you are. And obviously I've seen for myself how climate change can lead to drastic changes for people and wildlife. So what I'm keen to show people is just the reality of all the energy that we're burning, how that entering into the atmosphere just creates more energy in all our weather systems. So it makes everything more extreme. But I also know that we can motivate 1 billion people, and that's what we've got to do, 1 billion people. And it seems like a lot of people, but if you think of everybody that's listening into this call, if they were to do something small, and then motivate some of their friends and some of their family to also do something, and maybe just a few of those ask somebody else to do something, you can see how very quickly it can snowball to something big. And yeah, the Count Us In campaign, I'm hoping that the URL for that is being posted somewhere in the chat, is very easy. There's about 16 steps you can choose from that will all help to make a difference. It makes it quite fun. And you can do things like you can pledge to fly less if you fly. You can pledge to walk or cycle more, perhaps eat more plants and less meat in every week, buy fewer clothes, wear them a bit longer, maybe fix things. And basically, if we do all of those things, it can add up to something significant. But through the website, if you do those things, you can earn achievements and then see overall what difference that's making to the world. So let's watch this. I think we've got a short video to show everybody to help you get inspired.
What a lovely video. Thank you so much, Sasha, for sharing that with us. I believe you have a question for the audience as well.
Yeah, a quick challenge. See what you can, what you can guess about the impact that we can all have. So basically, if you can type into the chat, which of the following you think can have the biggest impact on reducing the carbon emissions, which is what is causing climate change. First one is walking and cycling more, then repairing and reusing items, or cutting food waste, or switching your energy to a greener energy supplier. Which of those four have the biggest impact?
Right, lovely. You know, Miss Sa.
I can't see the chat, so I'm hoping somebody else can share with me what kind of, if there's guesses coming in.
All right, we're waiting for our viewers' responses and we will be sharing them live now as soon as we receive them.
Okay. So I can, I mean, all of those will be having an impact, but if you have got an answer, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Please make sure to comment down below on what you think We love to hear your thoughts and your comments.
Okay, so I can basically run through. I'm hoping that people aren't going to wait until I've given the answer in order to write theirs. But basically, the main ones is actually changing to green energy. That basically could reduce the carbon pollution. If you've got a household of 4 people, that over just 2 months would add up to 240 kilograms of carbon. That's a pretty impressive difference. And all you have to do is make a phone call.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can I carry on, or should we wait?
We actually have two comments. If you'd like, I can share them with you.
Yep.
Okay, so the first one is food waste. The second one is walking.
Okay, well, there we are. It's actually switching your energy supplier, but I guess it will vary depending on families. But yeah, switching your energy supplier, and that one is really, really quick to do if you can convince your family, your parents, whatever, to do that. So yeah, it's green energy is the first one, and replacing short journeys in the car to school, for example. If you can switch that to walking or cycling, that would add up to 60 kilograms of carbon in just 2 months. And then repairing your household items, that could add up to 116 kilograms. Again, that's really, really big numbers. And minimizing food waste, if you've got a family of 4 people, so for an average household, that could be 160 kilograms. So yeah, just not throwing stuff away. All these things are really simple. And you can see when you see the size of those numbers, that if you and your family and people you know all start to do that, then we really can tackle climate change. It's a big thing, but we can do it.
All right, thank you so much for that. Now, can you please sum up why it's important to take a step and the impact it has?
Okay. Well, first of all, I can say that, on behalf of everybody around the world, and some people who are listening to this may well have already had some kind of have some experience of climate change. So think of all of those when you're deciding to act. But the basic things to do is, first of all, go to countusin.org. Again, I hope that's appearing in the chat. So that's countusin divided by hyphens .org to do it. Sign up, decide which of the different actions that you can do, and then try and do that for 2 months. And then at the end of that time, you can check your progress, and then perhaps decide to do something else. In all that time, I really hope that you'll be also trying to get other people to join in. So those things could be walk or cycle more. They could be just getting in the car a bit less will make a massive difference. Depending on how far you live, of course, how far you live away from. And then when you've decided to do that, then maybe you can take the, do two journeys like that. Or maybe every day of the week, decide to do that same journey by walking or by cycling instead. And yeah, what a really key thing though is to sign up, just start doing something and convincing other people you know to do similar.
Yes, right. Lovely. That was very informative. Thank you so much, Miss Sasha. I'm really amazed with your adventures. Now, do you have any final messages to give to our audiences?
Well, I suppose the key thing is, if nobody's got any questions for me about the kind of flying thing, I would just say that, climate does seem like a big thing if you look at the world, but think about how many people there are around the world. And if everybody tries to do a little bit, that would make a massive difference. Just think about how many of the people there are just in the scout. Imagine if just all of them did something, the sort of impact you could have. But the other thing is just also think about what you're particularly good at. If you're really good at convincing people, maybe focus on that. The same way that I looked at the issues for the birds and decided the thing that I could easily do is I speak a few languages, so I can stop and talk to people. I can fly a paramotor, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly with birds and be their voice for them. So yeah, think about what you do. But whatever you do, make sure you go to Countusin and join this campaign.
All right. Thank you so much, Sasha, for your input. And we actually have a few questions, actually a lot of questions about the device that's standing behind you. So if you can give us a little bit more details about it, we would be really happy to hear.
Okay. So it's basically, can I move around? Is that okay?
Yes.
It's a pretty simple machine. It's basically just a backpack. So it's that. I could try and pick it up, but it's not in my house. I might just knock out lights. It's a backpack with a propeller on the back that I think you can see there. And I basically put that on my back, and as I'm flying, I use this as the throttle. So it's just simple in your hands. And this is actually attached. So right now it just looks like a backpack, but when it's attached to a wing, when you are taking off, you run along the ground with the wing. And when the wing comes up behind you and it starts to fly, it actually lifts these handles up, and this piece of fabric at the bottom scoops up underneath your bottom. So it kind of becomes a seat, and that's how you start flying. So it's a pretty simple thing. The wing is attached to these loops here. And so when you're flying, attached to those loops and lots of fine lines up to the wing, you can feel what your wing is doing, a bit like a bird can. So that's basically it. It's a very simple machine, but it means you can, take off and land by running on your feet. So you don't need runways and you can go anywhere.
Well, my heart was absolutely pounding while you were just explaining how to use that device. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Sacha.
Okay.
All right. So we are now going to move on. Thank you once again, Sacha, for joining us today. We had a lovely conversation, and I'm sure that a lot of our viewers enjoyed to have you here on our show.
Oh, great. And thank you very much for having me. And don't forget to go to the website.
Absolutely. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Back to you, Celeste.
And now we love connecting scouts on the show, so you have a chance to join us live. All you need to do is go to www.JOTA-JOTI.info/join-live, and you will be able to talk to us and a million scouts from all parts of the globe. We'll feature you live after we showcase some of our wonderful talents.
All right, and now we have our talent show. So Celeste, will you please introduce us the first talent?
Yes, definitely. We open our talent stage with our scout friends from Poland, the group Ohana. Ohana means family, and we scouts are a global family. They are going to sing us a song named Carpe Diem. Please welcome Ohana.
Cześć, jesteśmy harcerzami z Polski. Nasz zastęp nazywa się Ohana i zaśpiewamy piosenkę Carpe Diem.
Rano dzisiaj wstałem, zimną wodą zmyłem twarz, gdzie zerwałem jak parę, wokół mnie szumiący las. Założyłem lekki plecak, wziąłem w dłonie stary płaszcz. Powiedziałem sobie stary, komu w drogę, temu czas. Dla mnie dzień, dla mnie noc, ja po prostu kocham życie. Życie płynie jak we śnie, raz jest dobrze, a raz źle. Słońce siostrą, księżyc bratem, droga azymutem życia. Życie chwilą, ty miłością, dla mnie to największy skarb. Nocowałem gdzie się dało, do snu grywał tylko wiatr. Taki mnie budził rano, bym wyruszał dalej świat. Ktoś zapytał, dokąd idę, czy mam jakiś własny szlak. Carpe diem mu odrzekłem i dodałem jeszcze tak. Dla mnie dzień, dla mnie noc, ja po prostu kocham życie. Życie płynie jak we śnie, raz jest dobrze, a raz źle. Słońce siostrą, księżyc bratem, droga azymutem życia. Życie chwilą, ty miłością, dla mnie to największy skarb.
Amazing. That was an amazing performance. And Ohana, such a lovely word. Thank you so much, our group from Poland. Let's keep our ears open to a piano classical number performed by Jonathan Carbas from the USA. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan Carbas from PAC 365 in Boca Raton, Florida in the United States. I'm 10 years old and the second year Wee Below Scout. I'll be playing the Invention in D minor by Johann Sebastian Bach. Hope you enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Anne. I'm 12 years old. My name is Anne. I'm 10 years old. We are Girl Scout from Chang'an Troop of Chang'an Scout Federation in Hanoi, Vietnam. I'm her sister. I'm younger sister. Today our skill is lying on the road. Bye.
Girls, that was amazing. Well done. And Feriel, our scout friend from Tunisia, is going to sing for us now. Who knows? This might be a lovely lullaby for all of us. Let's check this out.
نهر صفا لحن غفا دو ري مي فا مي ري فا قلبي اصطفى الود شفا لقلوب تعشق الوفا هم أصدقائي أعزائي هنا شلال حب يسكنه الغنى نرى الغيوم مرآة للشمس تغطي البحر وتنادينا بهمس نشيدكم مدى وعهدكم صدى والورد والندى صوت يشدو الآن نبتدي بحبنا النادي بحثا عن الغد فاميردو.
All right, that was very lovely. Thank you so much, Feriel. And now moving on, our scout friends from Comoros will bring a super nice song. If we can't sing along with them, well, let's at least move in our chairs.
Hello guys, how are you? Here we have 4 Boy Scouts from Comoros, for the Scouting Gourmet, and then we're gonna present you Shashalosa. Let's go. Shosholoza, Shosholoza, Kulezundana, Similas, Misara. Shosholoza, Shosholoza, Kulezundana, Similas, Misara. When you yabalega, Kulezundana, Similas, Misara. When you yabalega,
You were so right, Celeste. It was hard not to move around in your chair. Such a lovely melody. Thank you, Scouts from Comoros. The Scout unity makes us stronger.
Chers scouts et guides
The
libanais,
next video shows us how we
nous
truly
tenons à
are
vous
a
exprimer
scouting family. In August
à
this
travers
year,
ces
an
quelques
explosion
couplets
made a massive destruction in
notre
Lebanon's
sincère
capital city.
solidarité.
A scout group from
Nous
France
ne pouvons pas
decided to
imaginer
support their sisters and brothers in scouting
ce
by
que vous avez
creating a
vécu.
song for them. Let's
En voyant votre ville brisée et toutes ces histoires disparues.
Ne perdez surtout pas espoir, car bientôt derrière ce ciel gris, vous pourrez apercevoir le soleil sur votre beau pays. Nous partageons alors votre vœu, celui d'un bonheur retrouvé, avec ce que l'on sait faire de mieux, composer et chanter.
A breath of future with you, there's nothing you cannot do. If you need some love, we are here. But if we went nowhere near, love alone will soon recover. A great nation it truly is. It's time to dream more than ever. The seed are rising from its ashes. A breath of future with you, there's nothing you cannot do. If you need some love, we are here. But if we went nowhere near, love alone will soon recover. A great nation it truly is. It's time to dream more than ever. The seed are rising from its ashes.
Dans ce moment compliqué, tous ensemble, à vos côtés, nos voix résonnent en écho afin de vous porter plus haut. Chantez la force que vous avez et votre envie d'avancer. Nos pensées se tournent vers vous.
Même si toits et murs s'envolent, même si foi et joie faiblissent, votre courage comme une boussole vers des sauts de rire qui vous unissent. Des milliers de bras qui se lèvent pour accomplir ce beau rêve, reconstruire plus qu'une nation, mais un avenir à l'unisson.
A breath of future with you, there's nothing you cannot do. If you need some love, we are here. But if we went nowhere near, love alone will soon recover. A great nation it truly is. It's time to dream more than ever. The seed are rising from its ashes.
brave man near death, who still is blind inside. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors in big gay. Rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on that sad-eyed curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light.
To all of the Lebanon people, I can really feel hope, love, enthusiasm from that video. I'm so happy to see that video. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now moving on, as promised, we will take calls from some scouts waiting for us here on our Zoom call. Yay, that was very lovely. And now, so let's welcome. And thank you for joining JOTA-JOTI Live. We now welcome our first guest. Who could it be? I'm so excited. Hi! Hi, I see that your name is Stephanie.
Oh.
Stephanie, right?
Hola, hello. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Hi. Hola. I'm very good. What about you guys?
Oh, great.
Very good. Thank you.
Now, we're going to ask a bunch of questions. I hope you're going to answer them really very great. And sure. And of course, our first question is, what are your hobbies as a scout and as a student or whatever it is? What's your hobbies?
Well, my hobbies are pretty much, I like to go biking a lot. And I like to go and like where I live, there's a lot of volcanoes. So I pretty much like to go and go climb the volcanoes or something in the natural.
Well, that's very challenging, and I really like that hobby. I hope I can do that sometime too. Do you want to send a message in your own language to people who are watching us right now?
Sure. A todos le doy un saludos a todos y pues que vivan mucho esta experiencia muy bonito. Siempre es bonito ser parte de una asociación donde uno puede aprender. Always, I encourage everybody to be creative and being a scout, even if you're most older age, is something that you take for life.
Great. Now, Stephanie, can you tell us how long have you been into the world of scouting? Are you enjoying it? Of course, you are enjoying it. But can you tell us how long have you been into the scouting world?
I've been in the scouting world since 2002.
Wow.
Yes. So pretty much I've been my entire life. Even I went for a little bit, and because I live in El Salvador, but I'm from the United States. So when I was in the United States, I get to be a Girl Scout also. So I think I have a little bit more. But it's been a journey, and it has changed a lot of things, a lot of perspective, and I have learned a lot to be able to be more independent and do a lot of things, do a lot of things that the Scouts showed me to do.
Yes, lovely. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining us here on our Zoom call. I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of our JOTA-JOTI live shows. Thank you so much.
All right, and now let's connect with our next scout. Hello, hello.
Hello there. Glad to be here.
How are you? How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Okay. Can you tell us your name and where you're from?
My name is Alexander, and I'm calling from Scotland.
Okay, Alexander, we're so happy to have you. Nice to meet you as well. All right. Now, could you please tell us how long have you been in scouting, Alexander?
So probably since 2008. So for the last 12 years, I've been in scouting.
Oh, wow. Very good. Okay. And Alexander, could you please tell us something about your uniform? It looks very nice. I particularly love your woggle.
Yeah, so I'm actually part of the American Scouts, and the woggle is the Eagle Scout woggle, some of which we met yesterday on the live show. And then the other uniform behind me is actually a Sea Scout uniform. I'm in several programs within the American Scouts.
All right, very interesting. Thank you for that input. Now, could you please tell us also, what are your hobbies, Alexander?
I'm quite an outdoorsy person as well, so I like climbing, skiing, cycling, camping, of course. So those are among what I like the best.
Exciting. And my final question for you, how many countries did you speak to through JOTA-JOTI?
Probably I couldn't count how many I've met.
That's the right answer. We want to hear those answers because you can speak to so many countries through JOTA-JOTI. All right, Alexander, thank you so much for joining us in today, and have a lovely rest of your weekend.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Alexander. And now, moving on to our next guest, or to our next scout here, who is joining us here in Zoom. Let's connect to another scout. Who could it be? Who could it be? It's Nang V. Ling. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Now, can you please tell us from which country you are?
All right, I'm Viling. I'm from Malaysia.
Oh, yes. Shout out to all of our friends from Malaysia. You guys are very great and very humble and very nice. Now, can you please tell us how long you've been here in the world of scouting?
All right, I joined Scout since in the age of 13 and until now, so it's been like 7 years.
Lovely. Now, and can you please tell us in that 7 years, what was the most memorable experience you have been through in scouting?
All right, for me, the most memorable is the camping activities.
Yes, exactly. You know, in every camping activities, we get to experience a lot of things. We get to meet new people. And of course, can I share mine too? I like camping too, as much as you do, because yeah. And how do you do campings in Malaysia? Do you also like do a national camping? Like a big camping?
Yeah, we do have.
Oh, great. Now, for the last question, what is your message to all of our fellow scouts in Malaysia and all of those who are tuning in right now? Any message?
I will tell to all the scouts members, just enjoy all the fun in the scouts, everything they have, because of the scout events and activities are all fun. Just enjoy it.
Yes, definitely. Are you enjoying it? I hope
Yes.
so. Yes, we are all enjoying it, right? Thank you so much for joining us here. I hope you will enjoy the rest of our activities here in JOTA-JOTI. Thank you so much. Nang Viling of Malaysia. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much and bye-bye. All right. Isn't it amazing to be meeting scouts like us from everywhere in the world, Celeste? I'm absolutely loving this.
Of course. Definitely, it really is, and it reminds us how big of a family scouting is. Now, talking about scouts around the world, let's show more talented young people. We all love that, of course, and of course, we would like to remind everyone that you can vote for your favorite talents through commenting it down on our FB Live or in our YouTube Live. Yes. And now we move on to our next talent.
All right, so who loves rock music? You will definitely enjoy the next performance by our friend from Mexico. Let's rock this out with Angel Gonzalez.
Wow, that has totally got me dancing right in here. That was very lovely. Thank you so much, Angel Gonzalez. That was really amazing and rock. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. I hope to hear about that on the next shows again. And now next we have is Ella Abdul Kadir from Turkey, and she will be playing a piano melody. Hum with her if you know the melody. Ella, you go, girl.
All right, well done, Ella. Okay, next up we have Raquel Zuniga from Honduras, and she will mesmerize all of us with her skills in crayon sketching. Okay, take it away.
Hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Raquel Zúñiga. Soy miembro activo del grupo H44 de Honduras, miembro del clan Quetzales. En esta tarde les vengo a presentar un poco de lo que me apasiona, de mi talento, que será una pintura con la técnica de pasteles grasos y mezcla con pasteles secos sobre cartulina. Espero les guste y lo disfruten.
Ella Abdul Kadir from Turkey. Thank you so much for that lovely art. And now moving on, let's enjoy the next performance all the way from Bangladesh. Oredri Boruag will be singing while playing the harmonium. Ooh, that sounds lovely.
Well, that performance was harmonious. Well done, both. Our next performance is slightly different from other performances. Let's welcome our friend from Kenya, who will be sharing with us an inspirational story. So, embrace yourselves and get ready to be inspired.
Hello guys, my name is Gordon Tado, but you can just call me Tado. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Kenya. I study at JOTA Secondary School for the physically challenged, and I'm a Mwamba Scout. And today I'm going to perform spoken word, so hope you'll enjoy. Morning class. Today we're going to speak about legends. So who knows a legend? I know a legend. And I'll tell you a legend. So story, 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 say story come. Story, 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 say story come. Let the story come. Once upon a time, there was a man who was known of his great dignity, who was known of great honor and truth, a man who was known of his trustworthiness. This man whose today's society would need creative and innovative citizens. Today's society needs creative and innovative citizens. This man who was known of his camouflage technique, even though he was under captivity, he did not focus on his shortages or disadvantages, but he focused on his goals. This man is a legend. And I'll tell you this legend. Lord Stevenson Smith's Baden-Powell is a legend. If you would know how well Baden-Powell was, you just wonder. I knew about Baden-Powell in a town, Joy Town. Joy in a town. I knew that you should not look at your disadvantages, but focus on your goals. I learned that the Most High is the first. I learned that you should give service to God, to others, then to oneself. Scouting, service to all. I knew that we don't need all these metals and stones in order for us to survive. Instead, we can just use nature that the Most High has provided. We don't need technology to communicate, to just need nature. We just use bamboos to live. We can create our own world just using bamboos. Baden-Powell showed us. Today's society would need such a person. Baden-Powell. I guess you can now see how well Baden-Powell was. Let's follow footsteps of this great legend, Baden Powell. So scouts are legends. Scouts are legends. May the grace of the Lord be with us until we meet on high. Scouts, bravo! Scouts, bravo! Thank you.
Well, that was really inspirational. I loved it, super loved it. Thank you so much, Gordon Tado, for that video. Thank you so much. We love it very well. And I think it's time to get a scout group on the show. What do you think? We spoke to scouts in Bolivia and Ukraine, Myanmar, and in Egypt. And I think our reporter Mona should take us to Europe today to meet scouts of Spain. Mona, the floor is yours.
Hello, I'm Mona from Lebanon and I'm here with scouts from Spain. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Please introduce yourselves. What are your names?
I am Marcos.
I'm Marta.
I'm Irene. I am Ismael. I am Pablo.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Sylvia. Please tell us about the place that you're from.
We are from Spain, from a region called Castilla-La Mancha, and we are from the city of Albacete.
What is your favorite part of JOTA-JOTI?
What we especially like about JOTA-JOTI is that we can communicate with people from different countries, and we are able to know how they live their own scout experience.
How do you usually take part in JOTA-JOTI?
For the most part of us, it's our first time doing this activity, but she has been doing it 1 year ago. We usually meet together and we do things like that, like video calls.
That's great. What does scouting mean to you?
Scouting for us is like a second family. It's like sense that we can't explain with words, but we are here since we were young, and we grow up with them, so it's like a second family.
That's very cool. Tell us an interesting thing about your country.
Spain, is like Spain is the first country with most organ donors on all the world, and I think it's very good.
Cool. Okay. Do you have a message that you want to send to the scouts that are watching you right now?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Do you have a message that you want to say to the scouts that are watching you right now?
I don't know.
Hi, everybody. Have you ever been?
We have to make an agreement. We just wanted to say that we hope that you enjoy Scouts as well as we do, and nothing special.
Okay. Thank you very much for connecting us with us today. This was Mona reporting for JOTA-JOTI.
Thank you.
We love hearing and seeing what all of you are doing during JOTA-JOTI. in your local community. So thank you, Spanish Scouts, and thank you to our reporter Mona for this lovely conversation. Okay, before we move on with our talents, we remind you again to cast your votes down in the comment section. We need your help to find out who the winner will be for today's live show. So keep on commenting and keep on helping us out. Thank you very much. We can't get enough with delicious and marvelous recipes from our friends. Another amazing dish is going to be served, brought to us by Lakindu Kithmina from Sri Lanka. Let's watch what is he doing to prepare for us.
I'm Lakindu Kithmina. I'm 13 years old. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm going to share with you a chocolate lava pudding. Now add 1 tablespoon of butter and double boil that. If it is double boiling, add any kinds of chocolate to your time. And whisk that. If it is whisk, add 1 yolk of egg and whisk. And add cocoa powder and sugar 2 tablespoons and whisk that. Now add 2 tablespoons of cream, heavy whipping cream. If it is no, you can add milk. Only 1 tablespoon of milk. If it is cream, 2 tablespoons. And now add 1 egg white. And fill up to your molds graced with butter. Bake it for 200 Celsius 15 minutes and get such an amazing lava cake. Thank you for your watching.
And now I'm starving. Thank you so much, Lakindu Kithmina. I hope they can give me some of those when we meet. Hopefully. Thank you for that video. And now we move on to our next challenge. Let's watch the next and try to guess who is he drawing. Let's check this out.
I think everyone watching could have guessed who was that on the picture. Very well, amazing skills. Have you guys ever heard a traditional Scout song, but with a twist of different styles? We will witness that right after this. Please welcome Grupo Scout Juan Pablo all the way from Ecuador.
Welcome guys, we are excited to share with you. Los del 21 is the musical name of the Juan Pablo II Scout group from Guayaquil City, Ecuador. This time, Kevin, Suhey, and Pedro will perform 2 traditional Scout songs, but with a new style. So we hope you enjoy it and have a happy JOTA-JOTI. For everyone with love, Los del 21.
Lobo soy por la selva, voy caminando tras las huellas de mi aquela. El Sioni tiene para mí 100 misterios a la luz de luna llena. Es Balú quien me enseña la ley, es Bagheera quien me lleva a cazar. Tengo en Ka una aliada sin igual. Oh, lobo soy, a cazar la selva invita. Un amigo encontrar, algún hermano ayudar, la fogata disfrutar. Oh, lobo soy, y aunque sea un lobo pequeño, lobo soy. Lobo soy, ya más grande soy, ayudando en lo que pueda mi seisena. Aprendí ya lo que es vivir y la vida de la tropa a mí me espera. Es Balú quien me enseña la ley, es Bagheera quien me lleva a cazar. Tengo en Ka una aliada sin igual. Oh, lobo soy, a cazar la selva invita. Un amigo encontrar, algún hermano ayudar, la fogata disfrutar. Oh, lobo soy, y aunque sea un lobo pequeño, lobo soy. Oh, lobo soy, a cazar la selva invita. Un amigo encontrar, algún hermano ayudar, la fogata disfrutar. Oh, lobo soy, y aunque sea un lobo pequeño, lobo soy. Lobo soy, lobo soy, lobo soy, lobo soy, lobo soy, lobo soy, lobo soy.
Yay, that was pretty interactive. I'm surely going to get back to that song. I loved it. I loved it. Super loved it. Thank you so much to our Grupo Scout Juan Pablo from Ecuador. Reminds me of my scout of my campings with my friends, the way we danced, the way we grooved to those musics. I loved it. Thank you so much to our Ecuador Scouts. And now, in light of our current global pandemic situation, the next performance will bring us a demonstration on how to fight COVID-19. Being aware is the first step to protect ourselves and others, of course. Please welcome Andrea Grace from India.
Hi friends, I'm Guide Andrea Grace MP. I'm from India and 17 years old. Today, we are going through a very bad pandemic situation. It is none other than COVID-19. Today, I'm here to show a small demonstration on how to fight against the virus. So, come, let's see what's gonna happen. So, for this experiment, we need 3 items. One is pepper, another one is a bowl of water and hand wash. So, consider water as the surface of your hand. So, let me put some pepper that you may be affected with the coronavirus. Come. See, now you're affected with the coronavirus. So another person is coming in contact with you. So let's see what is happening. See, that person is also affected with the coronavirus. Again, we can go and use the hand wash and see what is going to happen. So we have applied the hand wash, right? Again, we can come in contact with the virus. See what happened? We defeated all the virus. Yes, this is what we should do to save ourselves from the coronavirus. Thank you and stay safe.
What lovely tips and advice from Andrea from India. Thank you so much for those much needed tips, Andrea. All right. Another ear-soothing performance. This time we will be mesmerized in the piano by Santiago Cuellar. Let's watch. Take it away.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Santiago Cuellar, soy caminante del grupo número 8 Mafeking de Villavicencio Meta y el día de hoy les voy a interpretar una obra del compositor Frédéric Chopin. Esta obra es el Nocturno Opus 9 número 2 y espero que la disfruten.
I knew that melody sounded familiar from somewhere. I played that piece on piano tiles. I'm sure many of you know that game.
Yes, I know that.
But
I know
it
that too.
wasn't nearly as good as Santiago. Am I right, Celeste?
Yes. Well, I also know that game. I used to play that when I was 10 because that is the only way I can call myself a mistician through that game. That is the piano tiles. Go check that out. All right. Thank you so much for that, Santiago Quellar. And now, how about we head over to the Middle East with our Puter Moath to meet Watad Scout Group from Syria. This is their first time participating JOTA-JOTI. Now, let's hand it over to Moath.
Hello, this is Muad from Saudi Arabia, and I'm reporting for the JOTA-JOTI, and we're happy to have this weekend and this great weekend with JOTA-JOTI, and thanks to the host for helping us to pursue this a great weekend. I have with me a great group from Syria, a great scouts, and a great activists in this JOTA-JOTI. And I'm so lucky to have them with me. And we're going to talk about a little bit about this weekend and how the JOTA-JOTI going. So, hi, guys. Hi. All right. We're lucky to have you guys. So can one of you guys introduce or tell me what how about the JOTA-JOTI going for you guys? One of you guys tell me about how is the experience going and how do you see it going right now this weekend for the JOTA-JOTI?
I think we're very excited to participate in JOTA-JOTI for the first time, and it's just a good opportunity to represent the Syrian nationality, the Syrian Scouts, and we're very proud and excited about this great experience.
This is amazing. Yes. Yeah, this is amazing. It's very important that we share this kind of things and the thing that represent us to share it with other scouts around the world. So also one of you who would like to share also his experience so far for the JOTA-JOTI.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
We are.
You can start. You can start.
We are very excited and nervous. Both reasons because we are participating in JOTA-JOTI for the first time. But it's a great opportunity to represent Syrian scouts and Syria.
This is amazing. Since it's your first JOTA-JOTI, it's not gonna be the last time. I'm sure about this. We're gonna have a lot of experience during this JOTA-JOTI. Okay, so let's go for another question that talk about what's your favorite part about JOTA-JOTI. What do you think is the favorite part about the whole thing? Any of you guys? Yeah, go ahead.
Getting to meet new people is actually pretty interesting because you get to know a lot of other cultures and you see what people are doing in other countries. You get to see new faces in general.
Awesome. And this is one of the important part about JOTA-JOTI, that you gotta meet others and you got to introduce yourself and you got to share this experience. So who else have their favorite part about JOTA-JOTI?
I like how there's awareness about safety because there will be many participants in it from all around the world. So safety is important, especially the safety from COVID-19 and the online safety. There was scariness about it, like they put rules and such. And yeah.
Amazing. And we have to know more about this, especially when you mention about the online or the safe online, how to be in a great and safe environment for the JOTA-JOTI. So, okay, I would like to ask you also, how do you usually, since you guys all from Syria and you're presenting the Syrian Scouts, how do you guys usually participate in the JOTA-JOTI in your country?
Well, actually, this is the first time a Syrian participates in the JOTA-JOTI, so.
There is no usually.
Yeah.
This is our first time ever.
So it's not usually this is the first time, and it's a great experience. Like I mentioned before, this is not gonna be the last time for you guys, and we're lucky to have you in the JOTA-JOTI this year. So let's get back a little bit for one step, let's say, and what does scouting mean to you in general, and what is scouting and what is inspiring scouting usually about the whole movement and being part of this great movement.
Yeah, scouting means for me to be a human, because a human can't be a human without his humanity, and the humanity is about helping others, helping the nature, helping people. So yeah, in the scouts we help people and each other, nature, animals. So being a scout, boy or girl, means be a real human.
Awesome. That's great. This is how do you express your scouting experience. This is amazing. Okay, now let's say to let's say a cultural part. Tell us interesting fact about your country.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
An interesting fact about Syria: Damascus, which is the capital of Syria, is the oldest inhabited capital in the world. It has been inhabited for about 11,000 years.
Wow. I didn't know that. This is a great thing to know, and it show how historical and a rich history behind Damascus, especially in Syria in general. So it's amazing. What else can you guys tell us about a fact about your country?
Amer, please.
Yeah. So for me, I love the diversity in Syria. We have a really diverse, broad cultural and religious backgrounds in Syria. So that's that part. Like we cooperate and we coexist, and we didn't hear about any wars happening because of these conflicts. So I really like the part that there are many religions, there are many backgrounds culturally and in general.
Awesome. Yeah, and also you mentioned the diversity that in Syria, which is also as a scout, it's very important to us to see the diversity and to share this diversity and be part of something that unite us, even when are different with a great difference. So this is amazing. And I'm gonna start with you, Amr, in the last or the question that we have right now. That it's, do you have any message that you want to send to the scout who's watching us right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say please be safe, and I don't just mean the physical side of being safe. I also mean the mental health issue. I think we should all pay real close attention because we live in the strangest of times, and we're all kind of separated. But we're very lucky to have the means like the internet, our phones, our laptops to connect with other people. So for me, just please be safe. Please contact your friends, have fun with them, and enjoy your experience in JOTA-JOTI.
Thank you. This is a great message, and also I want a last message from you guys to all the scouts who's watching us right now from around the world.
Yeah, I would like to go.
Yalla Bashar bin Hamdi, please.
Okay, I'll make it fast. First of all, we all know that 2020 isn't the greatest year in the history of mankind, so we're going through a lot of challenges and catastrophic events. So I would like to just to say to my fellow humans, my fellow scouts, it's now our responsibility. Our generation is the one that's gonna lead is the tip of the spear that wants to change things. I think we really need movements like scouts and other great movements that take on their shoulders the responsibility to move ahead and make Earth a better place for our children and grandchildren and the many generations to come, I hope. So just be a scout and love each other, and this is a manifestation of a scout. Is to love others and communicate with others and have this great soul to fulfill this purpose of making Earth a better place.
Before we leave, we would like to get to know you more, guys. So can you introduce your scout group, and also can you introduce yourself? We wanted to get to know you more, and everyone who's watching us right now would like to get to know you more. So we'll start with you, Amr. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Amr Day from Syria, and I'm a member of WETA Scouts.
Awesome. We can start from the right for our great guest today from Syria. You can introduce yourself by your names.
Yeah, my name is Ashraf and I'm from Syria. I'm 14 years old and I'm a Boy Scout and WETA Scout.
Amazing.
Marhaba, my name is Hamdi. I'm a Boy Scout. That should be right now a venturer, but some technical issues happened. So yeah, I'm a Boy Scout. Nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm City, and I am also a venturer scout here in Northern Group, and I am 17 years old.
Amazing.
My name is Dana Ashakra and I'm 16 years old. I'm a girl and venturer scout in WETA Scout.
Amazing.
I'm Nuri Baki, 7 years old. I'm 17 years old, member of WETA, girl adventurer scout.
Okay. I'm Ben and I'm the leader in WETA Group.
Hi, my name is Humam and I'm 18 years old. I've been in the Scout for 6 years.
Amazing, amazing. And thank you guys. Thank you so much for being with us today all the way from Syria. And thank you for everyone who's watching us right now. This is Muad reporting for JOTA-JOTI Live. And thank you.
A big thank you to our reporter Moaz and a big thank you to Scouts from Syria. We sincerely hope that you are having a lovely first JOTA-JOTI experience. Now let's welcome Caden Grayson from the USA, and he will be performing a contemporary dance choreography. Now, I am a really big fan of contemporary dance, and I hope you guys are as well. So let's check this out.
Now I want to try that too. Thank you so much, Caden Grayson, all the way from USA. That was really great. And now for the next talent, let's fly all the way back to Indonesia to witness another piano performance by the one and only Vastiria Anarya. Enjoy.
My name is Vastiria Anarya Dimitri. I'm from Indonesia. Today for JOTA-JOTI, I will play the piano. Thank you for watching and your support. Don't forget to click like my video. Wassalamualaikum. Bye.
What a lovely performance. We had so many entries of piano players, and I absolutely can't make my mind up about which one was the most relaxing. But that's why we have you guys to help us out in the comment section below and tell us who your favorite is. All right, next on, we will have a fashion show illustration, but not the one that you are used to. This one is inspired by the Scout uniform. How cool is that? Now let's check it out. Take it away.
Now that is a fashion show illustration inspired by the scouting uniform by Ted. Ewing. Thank you so much for that. And now moving on, please welcome Diana Esperanza from Peru. And she's going to perform a song. And for your information, she wrote that song by herself. How lovely is that? Now, let's listen to her. Take it away, Diana.
Te saluda Diana Sandoval, Scout del Grupo Lima 96, Robert del Clan Fénix de Lima, Perú. En esta oportunidad les voy a cantar e interpretar un lindo vals peruano que se titula A mi Carmelita. Esta canción también es de mi autoría, es mi composición y espero que sea de su agrado. Bendiciones y muchos éxitos.
Madre, desde niña te anhelaba y de lejos contemplaba tu belleza y dulzura. Madre, hoy que estoy en tu regazo, no sé cómo agradecerte que me arrulles en tus brazos. Mi vida era triste como noche sin estrellas, me iluminó tu luz, mi Carmencita bella. Nuestra angustia, nuestras penas se disipan en tu manto y nos llenas de esperanza al llevarte en procesión. Imploramos con fervor hoy tus hijos, mis hermanos, la cuadrilla 19 a paso firme te rogamos que derrames bendiciones al Perú y a las naciones. Carmelita, majestuosa Virgencita, que derrames bendiciones al Perú y a las naciones. Carmelita, majestuosa Virgencita.
That was carried out with such passion. Thank you so much, Diana, for that outstanding performance. And now, to end our Youth Got Talent stage, another soothing melody to please our ears. Friends, please welcome Alexander K. Ashok and his piano. Close your eyes and dwell into his performance.
so much for sending us your videos. Thank you, thank you. And I must say that my friend here, if you still remember Tufi from last episode, hi. I must say the Tufi have enjoyed all of it, right, Tufi? He says yes. Well, we love it when you join us. So you have another chance to join the show live. Now, we want all of you to go to www.jotajoti.info/join-live so we can get to know you more. And of course, we will feature you live after we present more of our talents.
So, who wants to meet more scouts? I know I do.
Yay!
Welcome to JOTA-JOTI Live.
Yep. Who could it be?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. And what about you?
Well, I'm good. I'm really enjoying this JOTA-JOTI live show. What is your name?
My name is Abrar Abir, and I'm from Bangladesh.
Wow, Bangladesh. Shout out to all of our scouting friends there in Bangladesh. Now, Abrir, can you please tell us how long you've been here in the world of scouting?
I've been like since 2016 when I was reading in class 6.
I see. That's great. Now, can you tell us something that you would like to share to all of our viewers right now, especially now that because we are experiencing this pandemic, anything that you can advise as a scout? Go ahead.
Yes, I too like to share something like we the scouts. What is our work? We do for the people. We do for the society. We work for them. We are the volunteers. But in like the pandemic situation, for the government and other reasons, we cannot like go out and help them physically. So if we have devices in our houses, good internet connection, we can help them. We can give them advice through online platform, through online quizzes, like online many kind of Zoom meetings and other stuffs. So scouts are not inactive at all. We'll always do for the best of the world every time.
Yes, great. You got that right, Abrir. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now we will now move on to our next scout. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, let's connect now with another scout. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello, hello. Hi. Where are you connecting with us from?
I'm connecting from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Oh, lovely, lovely. And what's your name?
My name is Tia Matthew Scarlett.
Aha, very nice. Okay, and can you tell us how long have you been a scout?
I have been a scout for 3 years.
3 years.
Oh.
Wow, we hope that you keep on experiencing really nice things in your scouting journey. Now, can you please tell us what are your hobbies?
I like singing, I like dancing, I enjoy reading, and I love camping, and I love adventure.
Wow, you are really open-minded. Very good. And is there something that you would like to share with other scouts that are seeing you on the screen right now, maybe in Malaysian or in English? Feel free to say anything.
Okay, I would just like to say to all the scouts that are out there, never miss the opportunity to meet new people, never miss any adventure opportunity, take the chance to meet people from all around the globe.
That's absolutely great. I extremely agree with you, and thank you so much for joining us in today. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. And now we move on to the next scout. I'm so excited for this. Who could it be? And where could he be from? Hi.
guys. Wow.
Hello. I love your energy. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. And how about you?
Well, I'm really
Very
feeling
good.
great at
Thank
this
you for
time.
asking.
Oh, so your name is Nicholas, right?
Right.
Nicholas, how old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
Oh, 14, very young. And how long have you been into scouting?
Let me see. 4 years? Yes, 4 years. Yes, 4
4
years.
years. And in that 4 years, can you share us something that is very memorable to you? Any scouting activity that is really yes, very memorable for you. What is it?
Like when I started going on the movement scouts, what I have learned and I hope I still learn is to help people, help the community that we need to help. Always think about the good benefits of the things. Always be optimist. You can change everything. Like when you grow up, you have the possibility of change everything. Always follow your dreams. Your dreams can come true if you're excited for it, if you feel that you can do it, of course, you can do it. So yeah, that's what I have learned, and I hope I'm still learning more of the movement scouts. That's incredible.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Nicholas. You have a way more to go here in scouting, and I hope that you will enjoy and keep yourself active in our world here in scouting. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye, Nicholas. All right, those were some really nice words. Don't you think so, Celeste?
Of course, definitely. They were all very great and they know how to, share their sentiments with us. And I must say that I really agree with all of what they have told us. Thank you guys for joining us.
Absolutely, me too. That's really nice. Okay, talking with all these scouts really makes me want to travel for a camp or a jamboree and meet new friends. How about you, Celeste?
Of course, definitely. I miss those moments and I really want to go back to those. Don't you think?
Of course, but for the time being, the closest we can get to is talk about one and get excited. Let's follow our reporter Linda, who will interview Monica and Carol organizing the European Scout Jamboree so they can tell us all about it. And also, it's a pretty sustainable camp. Over to you, Linda.
Hello everyone, welcome to JOTA-JOTI Live Show 2020. First of all, I would really like to thank the host for this year's event. My name is Linda Kiplagat from Kenya, and I am here with Carol Jazil, Director of the European Jamboree 2020, together with Monica, member of the Executive Jamboree Committee, and she's also the Program Director, European Jamboree. Welcome, sir. Welcome, ma'am.
Welcome.
We are glad to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so I would like to ask you, what are you doing to make sure that the European Jamboree will be a sustainable event?
No, indeed is a good question, because behind the idea of the European Jamboree, we have all sustainable development goals. This event has been designed in that way that we will educate scouts about about sustainable education goals, and it's very crucial to go together with the spirit of our program in every aspect of organization of the Jamboree. So for that reason, we have a special task force in the Jamboree planning team that is oversighting all operational areas of the Jamboree, starting from food preparation and food distribution for participants, going through transportation, sanitation, etc., etc., etc. And basically this is because we believe that we as scouts and guides, we can organize our events and come to those events from different parts of the world and have those events sustainable. We can reduce our impact, and I think that Monica can tell a little more how we are preparing our participants, scouts and guides to this great journey to Poland for the European Jamboree 22+1.
Yes, there is
huge game preparation for participants of the European Jamboree 2020 plus one. Now their task is a little bit prolonged because we have prepared all the program based on the sustainable challenges for our scouts. So the game I was mentioning is a preparation of deleting carbon footprint for all the participants that are arriving. So before they will arrive to the Jamboree, we're asking them to make small habits, make small efforts and small actions, as we are calling everyone to act, to delete the carbon footprint. This is all connected to the whole Jamboree program that we are calling ACT, but we are adding the word green. So we are asking everyone to be green. Especially today, it seems like very, very relevant topic because the situation made it more challenging to follow the sustainable goals that we have and to remember that the sustainability is still a crucial topic for the Jamboree itself and for the scouts and the whole world. So I hope I will have a chance to tell more.
Thank you very much, Monica and Carol, because you have actually answered partly the next question that I was going to ask you, which is, will there be any activities about sustainable development? I've had, Monica, you have mentioned about a game and you have mentioned ACT and green. So maybe you can proceed and explain further.
Yes, so besides the preparation before the Jamboree, we are planning to have the activities during the Jamboree itself. Carol was mentioning that we are preparing the event to be sustainable, but we are going to do it by examples on the camp itself. So there will be small habits that we'll be encouraging scouts to follow, including the whole camp scout life. So not only having the activities during the modular program that is pre-organized, but as well with cooking systems, with having short showers, with taking care of the whole garbage that we will be creating during the Jamboree. So all those small things that are happening every day are as well incorporated into the program and another game that will be happening during the Jamboree itself. Apart that, we will be following the sustainable development goals during the modular program called Earth 2030. So it will be focused directly on the working with the goals in a practical way. We are all trying to move towards practicalities, not only theory. As well, there will be a chance during the service on the Pomeranian region to work with the sustainability and search for solutions in local communities of Pomeranian region. And additionally, all the activities we'll be proposing, including some crafting and water activities, will be containing the sustainable component.
Wow, that is really great to hear that actually you are thinking of it practically, because most of the SDGs are actually few. Okay, now my next question is, where in Poland will the Jamboree take place?
So the city of Gdańsk, it's a harbor city on the northern part of Poland, at the seaside of on the shore of the Baltic Sea, and we will have for our disposal the entire island, because there is a very unique Sobieszewska Island. It is a very remote part of Gdańsk, and at that very island, 200 hectares of green fields will be transformed into a real sustainable camp for youngsters from Europe and from, I hope, all over the world.
Wow, thank you for that. And what kind of activities can the participants expect?
Huge variety of activities. We have small workshops in modular program. We have beach activities on the seaside prepared for scouts. We have what we have else. We have a lot of
sailing. So everything what Carol was mentioning, we will be for sure surrounded by water, by river, lakes, and sea. So we are trying to use it as much as possible. So for sure, every participant will have a chance to sail on something over the river and have a lovely day by the beach, which is amazing with the sand and everything that we can do over there with sports. We will be as well discovering the region as much as the circumstances will allow us. And we will be trying to discover crafts from other countries. So the contingents are preparing as well something from their own countries, so that we will be sharing the diversity of the participants that are coming. So plenty of exciting stuff coming.
Thank you. That sounds so much fun. Thank you for that. And can non-Europeans come?
Yes, you are very welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.
Everyone is invited.
Website. Please go to our website at ej2020.org and please register your contingent.
Okay, thank you for mentioning that, because I'd like to know the registration process, how much is to be paid, how much is required, what is required.
All this information are provided at the website, but please hurry up, because we are closing our registration process by the end of this year for non-European contingents. And I believe that a majority of European ones are already registered, but we are still counting numbers, and we do expect to have at least 10,000 participants. And we hope that even that we are now in the middle of the pandemic, that has a very big impact on the entire world, and also on European and extra-European NSOs. We believe that we will have this opportunity to meet in the post-pandemic world in Gdańsk in 2021 from 2nd to 13th of August.
Wow. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you, Mr. Carol Diesel, for your time. Thank you, Monica, for your time as well. It is such an enlightening segment. We are looking forward towards the events. And I want to say thank you to all our viewers. My name is Linda Kiplagat, reporting for JOTA-JOTI Live. Keep safe, maintain social distance, wear your mask as you battle COVID-19. Thank you.
All right, that was Monica, Carol, and our enthusiastic reporter, Linda. Thank you all so much for that. I hope that we can get as much participants as we can for this highly anticipated European Scout Jamboree. Thank you so much. And now moving on. Have you met scouts from Portugal before? Well, I know a couple of scouts from there, and I definitely want to meet more. So, our dear friends, let's join our reporter, Michael, and welcome a scout group from Portugal to the show. Carry on, Michael.
So, my name is Michael Saloom. I'm reporting live with you now on JOTA-JOTI. Hi, guys.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, so just quickly, we're connecting with our fellow scouts in Portugal. If you guys can really introduce yourself, just for us to know your names, a bit about yourself, and that we can go about the questions.
I'll start. Okay. My name is Luis, and I've been a scout for like 9 years. I'm now like in the last like phase of the scouts. That's why I have like this red neckerchief. Yeah, this red neckerchief. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Hello, my name is João. Been a scout for a bit less time. I've only been here for 4 years. This year I've entered as a rover. That's why my neckerchief is still blue. I'm at the last phase as well.
Hello, my name is Afonso, and I'm Scott by 9 years. So I'm.
Yeah, so we're really seeing a lot of activity there. It's really also part of
Yeah,
what a scout is. So
we apologize.
I think
We're trying to keep the
you're having
commotion
most of
down.
the fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, really, just any one of you can answer this question. So, really, where are you now? I really can see you're in a very special place. A lot of activity around you. Are you in a tent? Is this a tent? Your place then? Okay. So
Yeah,
can you
yeah,
tell
we're in the
us
tent.
more
Yeah,
about the place where you
we
are?
set a camp here in like. Okay, so this is like a little camping area that we have. Okay. This is like a little area camping that we have, and we've been camping here like for many years, and yeah, this is like our camp. So yeah, we've been doing this JOTA-JOTI for a very long time, and this year we decided to just build this tent.
I'm sorry. We have a couple Cub Scouts that'd like to introduce themselves.
Yes, of course.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is.
My name is Karuna.
Hello,
my name is
Pedro.
Nice to
Thanks.
meet you. Yes.
So
guys,
they're
can you
they're
just
like
give us
a little
yeah.
younger phase. You can
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
color; it's different. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, my name
So
is
can you
Flor.
just give us a hi, nice to meet you. Can you give us just an idea of a really fun activity you're doing now in the camp?
Well, some of our one of our groups are building an antenna so we can connect with the Jota better. They're building an antenna
Alright,
somewhere in camp.
okay.
I don't think we've set up
Okay.
better the place yet. Do you want to talk about it? No more.
All right. So, guys, let's really let's really now talk about scouting in general. So, what does scouting mean to you? What did scouting bring to you in general?
Uh, I mean, personally, for me, I've always seen scouting like a second life for me. I feel like I can come here and be a better person, be more of myself, and I can connect with the environment better, and yeah, with my friends too.
Essentially, being a scout allows me to be in touch with the more nature-wise variety of my personality. I can come here and actually enjoy being outside and building things with tools in my hands. I think that's really important for my development as a character and as a person.
Okay. And can you give us like an interesting fact about Portugal, your country?
Some years ago, like
idea?
a really long time, the tiny country known as Portugal used to own around half of the world in the discovery time.
Okay. So some history course now. Okay.
I've been joking around about that. Right. We were telling ourselves like we have really good cod. That's a typical food here in Portugal. But yeah, there's not much to say.
All right.
It's like a simple, calm country. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. And do any of you guys really have a message to as a final message to really send out to all scouts watching right now, live now?
Yes, I'd like to give my congratulations to everyone in the movement, because sometimes it's not easy being a scout. And I'd like to congratulate every single one of you guys for who you are as a person and what you're doing to yourselves and the world. I also would like to wish everyone a great JOTA-JOTI and a great scouts year.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining us from Portugal.
It was a pleasure.
There's Michael Salou.
Yeah, I just want to show you one more thing. So we're doing like this project that's called Earth Tribe. So basically what we're doing is we're collecting trash in the beach, and we're building like a statue of a wolf. for our
Okay.
small, yeah, our Cub Scouts. More like a totem. And yeah, it's made out of trash that we find in the beach, and we are helping cleaning the beach and building something for the cubs. And that's
I
our project.
mean, really hearing that is amazing, guys. It really shows what a really scout does. It really beautifies very simple things into things that we would we'd love to use in everyday lives. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. It was Michael from Lebanon reporting live on JOTA-JOTI. Back to you, hosts.
Great. Thank you so much to our reporter, Michael, and to the Scout group from Portugal. Virtual clap for all of you guys. Thank you so much for that sharing. We loved it. And now moving on, our show is coming to an end today. That was very sad. And we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And in less than 10 hours will be our last and closing episode of JOTA-JOTI Live, where you'll be with our co-hosts, Flor and Felipe. So tune into that for some surprises. And of course, follow World Scouting's social media channels at World Scouting for all of the latest updates. Yep, you can see it right there at World Scouting.
You also have new areas to explore. Join a DJ party in the fun zone. Believe me, they are a blast. And don't forget to collect your challenge codes. And here is your code for today's show. Take a good look at this code, take a screenshot, write it down, and claim it on the Challenge Valley on the website.
Right, that's our code WVUNO for the Challenge Valley. And of course, to make sure that JOTA-JOTI is in continuous improvement, we want to hear your feedback. So please head over to www.jotajoti.info/rates and give us your thoughts. Now time for our final announcements, and our dear friends, it's the winner for our talents for today. Janine?
All right, so the moment we've been all waiting for, drum rolls, please. And our winner for today is Santiago Cuellar, who played the piano. Take it away, Santiago.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Santiago Cuellar, soy caminante del grupo número 8 Mafeking de Villavicencio Meta, y el día de hoy les voy a interpretar una obra del compositor Frédéric Chopin. Esta obra es el Nocturno Opus 9 número 2, y espero que la disfruten.
Amazing. Congratulations once again to Santiago, our winner for today's live show. And this was our show number 5 of JOTA-JOTI Live. I'm Janin and I enjoyed every minute of being here with you. It's incredible how many people watch JOTA-JOTI Live. I feel so incredibly proud right now. I feel so fulfilled and I was so glad that I got the opportunity to share my JOTA-JOTI excitement with all of you guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. Thank you all for tuning in and happy scouting. See you soon.
Yes, congratulations, Janine. I'm very happy to be sharing this wonderful moment with you. Thank you so much to all of you who watched the show. And of course, before we end, I'd like to do a quick shout out to all of the supporters who was watching me, the Boy Scouts of the Philippines, my family, and of course to Nino Angelo de la Paz. Thank you all so much. Once again, this has been Celeste Caninoa from the Philippines, and this was an exciting ride, of course. Take care of yourselves and stay safe, everyone. Happy scouting. Thank you.